Okay. So I was privileged enough to go on that mission trip, and it was just a quick 4-minute video. And I guess no one has really introduced this meeting yet, and I haven't heard the name in a sense. No, Pastor Rich, don't get me wrong. Yeah, he introduced. But I mean, like it's called Youth Mission Experience. And so I guess I'm the youth, I don't know. And that's the mission. And so the objective now is to give you the experience and encourage y'all to go experience it yourself. So there's a PowerPoint thing, and it's just going to be a bunch of pictures that I'm going through. And I would just like to share with y'all. And I hope when y'all leave here today and tomorrow, if y'all come out, that y'all be encouraged. Because it's great to see everything here, but to actually go physically out there and to experience, I guess, missions work, to experience ministry firsthand is completely different than praying for it and talking about it. It's another level. And so I was blessed, like I said, to go to 1 week in West Bengal. And over there, I was with a ministry called Oasis Ministry. And when we landed there, immediately off the get-go, you start traveling. And 90%, I feel like, of a mission trip is traveling. The rest is praying that you don't get sick eating the food. But as you see, the very first night we got there, there was an actual house meeting that they were waiting up for us since 5 o'clock. And it's a small group of people, maybe about 20 people, 25 people, as you see. And in Calcutta, India, their population, at one point I heard 18 million, another point, and Calcutta is a city. And to give you an aspect, Houston's the 4th largest city. I hear it has 2.5 to 3 million people in it. Calcutta is just another city in India with over 18 million to 20 plus. Okay, so it's a bunch of people. And in there, the population is only maybe 2 to 3% Christians. So, you know, if you say the numbers, yeah, there's 20 million Christians there, or I'm sorry. No. So take that back. There's only a few Christians there, if you think about it. But so we are blessed to actually go, and as you see, I'm sitting in front of a banner. Yes. And so we did evangelistic ministry, and in the video it only showed and talked about 3 different types of ministries. But in reality, there's so many different more ministries out there. There's people in Oasis, people in Haiti right now. You can just go in service ministry. So if you see, this is the beginning of a convention on the very next day we got there, and it started off just like this meeting. It was only like a few people, but by the end of the day, if you keep going, it gets packed. And these are not believers, Yeah, some of them are, sure. But most of these people are the people outside of the city that are just coming in because they hear music, it's an event, and there's food that's going to be provided. So they're there. And so while they're there, the true missionaries, I can't call myself a missionary. I went on a 1-week mission trip. Maybe one day I'll be privileged, but the true missionaries are able to minister and actually, plant the seeds. And if you see, within that meeting, there was actually a baptism that occurred, and it was on the side of a bridge. And you could just keep flipping through the thing. And there's several aunties, and you'll see and one uncle who got baptized here. And you'll see a picture. When we're here, you'll see little places like this, which are Hindu temples. And it's kind of freaky, believe it or not. And I was even scared to throw this on the PowerPoint because it just kind of freaks me out. But they're scattered throughout everywhere. And when you're walking in different places of India, you can actually feel the presence of darkness. It's not the most I guess lighthearted thing to think of. So you haven't seen any of the villages yet. Now in the video you heard the little drum beats, and then you saw the people playing drums, which you'll see soon enough. And these are few other different types of ministries out there, medical camps and so many other. When you go to a village there, many of the villages, they actually greet you and accept you in a certain way, if they accept you. And that is, the entire village comes out from what they're doing, and they come with huge drum procession. They throw flowers on you, and they put not necklace, what is it, like a garland. They put a garland around you, and they pretty much treat you like a king, And so at the same time, I guess in a sense, they're accepting you into the village. And but don't think that once we land into India, we were immediately accepted. No, there's a lot of groundwork that was done before you're here. A lot of missionaries spent their lives here. So as you see, another thing is they wash your feet. That's another way. And I know many of us, we think of India as a mission field, not really. We think of it, that's where our parents are from. You know, we think of, you know, Kerala, and we think of all these other different places, and we see the cleanness. But when you're over there, you can't relate to these people. You know, they're completely different. It's just like going to Jamaica. It's just like going to Africa. It's like going to anywhere else. You know, you don't speak the language. They don't, you know, they don't know what this is on your face. You know, they think you're strange. So it's completely foreign. And it's completely different. And so you can keep flipping through it. Many of the children there, many of the villages, now these aren't tribal villages. We were going to go see a tribal village, but unfortunately, Jibby got a little injured, but that's okay. Jibby also went on a mission trip, and you will be blessed to hear him tomorrow. What is it? Oh, pause this for a second? Okay, this uncle or administrator right here, I don't know his name, but we called him Inspector. And the reason why is because if you never see the police there, they wear these green jumpsuits and they have this big baton. Well, not every mission trip is going to be smooth sailing. Actually, in the roads that we travel, some of the roads that we travel were actually populated and had this group that would called Moist, who would come and attack cars and burn them up and then kill people. And so sometimes they would throw him in the front seat and they would give him a baton, because if they see an inspector or somebody who's of authority of police, they won't harm the vehicle or things like that. So if you go to the next picture, that's another thing I like about our culture. You know, and let's be honest, if I was in that position, I'd feel a little uncomfortable.